Hello friends. Welcome to all of you in your favorite channel, Know It All. Before moving to today's topic, if you don't subscribe the channel, please subscribe it, also click on bell icon to get notification about new videos, and don't forget to like it, share it with your friends. If you have any question, please ask it in comments. Now let's move to today's video topic. Today's topic is related to most mysterious place on earth, which is called Pyramids of Egypt. Now we are going to share some strange and interesting facts about Pyramids of Egypt. Fact number 26. 2 feet high wall around the earth. The Great Pyramid of Giza contains enough stone to make an almost 2 feet high wall around the earth. Fact number 25. Pyramids were built by paid workers, not slaves. There has been a theory, propagated by a Greek historian Herodotus, that the Great Pyramids of Egypt were built by slaves. The fact of the issue is that many skilled artisans wanted so much to be involved in the construction of this great wonder. Research facts showed that the builders were well-fed, well-paid, and highly honored. As a result, many of them who died during the construction were buried next to the final resting place of Pharaoh as a sign of honor. Fact number 24. Bricks that weighed more than an elephant. The mystery continues, and the next fascinating fact is the weight of the building bricks. Can you imagine a 50-ton stone block? These mysterious pyramids are said to have been constructed with over 2 million bricks that weighed between 2 and 50 tons each. How they were transported and lifted in an age where technology and heavy machinery never existed still remains a mystery. The estimated number of workers involved in this noble course was over 100,000 skilled men. Fact number 23. Sphinx protects the pyramids. The Sphinx is ancient Egyptian mythology of an image containing a lion body and a human head. In ancient Egypt, the Sphinx was built anywhere the Egyptians were seeking spiritual protection, like in tombs and temples. The most famous Sphinx is the one that protects the Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx is 73 meters long, 6 meters wide, and 20 meters high. Its eyes alone are 2 meters tall. Fact number 22. Pyramids were once glittering. The Great Pyramids were once glittering in the reflection of sunlight. They were highly polished with glimmering limestone white casing. These coverings have fallen off the buildings with time, and thus you can no longer see the shining surface. Some of the polish has gotten loose and fallen off due to earthquakes, while others have been cut off and taken away. When new, the pyramids reflected the sun rays. You would think they were some giant jewels. The Great Pyramid of Giza is made 2.3 million blocks of limestone. Fact number 21. Pyramids are precisely aligned to true north. The Egyptian pyramids lie on the west bank of River Nile. This is the site of the setting sun, and according to some Egyptian mythology, it was mostly associated with realm of the dead. The ancient Egyptians have the knowledge of how to align structures precisely to true north, which explains why these mysterious structures have such a perfect alignment. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned to true north within 1/10 of a degree. Scientists are still unable to explain this ancient Egyptian brilliance. Fact number 20. Construction site was not a random pick. Although there are some of the ancient Egyptian pyramids located at different places, like in Saqqara, all others are found some miles outside of Cairo, in Giza. This was no coincidence. As we know, the pyramids were built as burial tombs for pharaohs and ancient kings. Being at the west bank of River Nile, Egyptian mythology explains that this is the land of the setting sun, which is also the land of the dead. The location also made it easy for transportation of materials. Fact number 19. There's a country with twice the number of the Egyptian pyramids. It's your choice to believe this, but before you disagree, you might want to pay a visit to Nubia in Sudan. Nubia was once a part of ancient Egypt, and the fact of the matter is that the Nubian pyramids were built 500 years before the pyramids of Giza. They look like the Egyptian pyramids, but they're much smaller in size. Most of them were built to accommodate only one person as a burial tomb for the ancient kings and queens. Fact number 18. Ancient Egypt was not the first people to build pyramids. People have been constructing pyramid structures for ages before the Egyptian pyramids, and the Nubian pyramids are a good example. The ancient Egyptians are the most famous builders because they highly treasured them, and also because many of them survived. The Egyptians built pyramids with limestone, a stone that was readily available in the country. They used the rough and easy-to-mine stones on the outside, and the rare, hard-to-mine stones on the inside. There were other precious stones used, but mostly limestone. Fact number 17. They were built to escort pharaohs into the afterlife. Apart from being burial tombs for pharaohs and their families, the pyramids were also built to spiritually escort the dead pharaohs into the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians were quite religious, and they believed the pyramids were safe entries into the other life after death. The Egyptians believed in many gods and believed that after death, the pharaohs transitioned to gods. They built the Sphinx on the pyramid's entry to protect the dead kings from spiritual attacks. These beliefs led to the construction of this highly treasured structures. Fact number 16. The curse of Pharaoh protected the pyramids. While the Sphinx was meant to protect the dead pharaohs from spiritual disturbance as they transit to gods, the curse of Pharaoh is said to have offered protection to the pyramids, and everything in it, including Pharaoh's family and belongings. This explains why many archaeologists and researchers looking to unveil the mysteries of the pyramids have been stuck with bad luck and sometimes literal death. Some experts say that the illnesses are caused by bacteria, but the Egyptians know for sure that it is more than that. Fact number 15. Pyramid of Khafra looks bigger than the Pyramid of Khufu. From the appearance and the setting of these two pyramids, Khafra looks bigger than the Pyramid of Khufu. The fact is that the Pyramid of Khafra was erected on slightly higher ground. Khafra is the most attractive, the most complete, and the most original of all the pyramids of Giza. Its limestone covering is still intact, which gives a glimpse of how beautiful these tombs looked like when they were new. And also how attractive they would be if they had all the limestone encasing. Fact number 14. Last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The 7 wonders of the ancient world is a list of 7 remarkable structures that were believed to have a special historical value. These wonders, which were mostly taken from around the Mediterranean Sea, were listed in some of the oldest travel guidebooks, talk of a century or 2 BCE. One of these wonders is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is the only sole remaining of those 7 wonders. The only one remaining intact. The other 6 are the Hanging Gardens, the Colossus, Temple of Artemis, Mausoleum, Lighthouse, and the Statue of Zeus. Fact number 13. Pyramids' shapes must have been modeled from the Benben stone. The Benben stone is an ancient conical-shaped stone that was venerated in the temple in Heliopolis city. The temple was the primary religious center in ancient Egypt during the Age of Pyramids. The Benben stone was the basis of pyramidal designs, and most probably, also the basis of the pyramids of Egypt. Several Egyptologists have claimed that Benben stone was symbolic to the sun, as Atum was later associated with Ra, the sun god. It is also believed to be associated with the afterlife god. Fact number 12. Djoser was the first pharaoh to be buried in pyramid tomb. In earlier days before the Age of Pyramids, the Egyptians buried their dead, including pharaohs and kings, in pit graves with some valuable things believed to help them transit into gods in the afterlife. The first tomb was the mastaba, a flat-roofed structure with inward-sloping sides. Mastabas were built with mud bricks or stone. Architect Imhotep designed the first pyramid-shaped tomb at Saqqara, which was used to bury Pharaoh Djoser in the 3rd dynasty during 27th century BC. Fact number 11. The Great Pyramid of Giza was the pinnacle of pyramid construction in Egypt. The last Egyptian pharaoh to be buried in a pyramid was Menkaure, who is believed to be the son of Pharaoh Khafra and a grandson to Pharaoh Khufu. These 3 rulers were the successors of Pharaoh Sneferu. It is during this dynasty that the most famous and the last Egyptian pyramids were constructed a few miles outside of Cairo, on the plateaus of Giza. The Pyramid of Khufu, which is also the largest pyramid in Egypt, is the only one remaining intact in the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Fact number 10. The granite coffer inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. There's a granite coffer lying inside of the main chamber of the Great Pyramid of Khufu, Great Pyramid of Giza. At first glance, you won't notice anything out of the ordinary. It seems just perfectly normal. But when you take a closer look, you realize that it is made of one solid huge piece of granite that cannot fit through the passageway that you just walked through to access the chamber. Was it brought in here, or was the Great Pyramid built around it? Fact number 9. The first true pyramid was built during the Sneferu's reign. Sneferu was the first pharaoh of the 4th dynasty, and it is during his time that ancient Egypt saw a great revolution in the construction of pyramids. There were major pyramid design innovations. 3 pyramids were completed during this time, and the third one, the Red Pyramid, was the first successful attempt at creating a true pyramid tomb. Being the largest of Sneferu's pyramids, the Red Pyramid was built at a constant angle of 43 degrees. The Medium Pyramid was the first, followed by the Bent Pyramid. Fact number 8. Great Pyramid of Khufu was the world's tallest structure for 3,800 years. The Great Pyramid of Giza reigned as the world's tallest man-made structure for 3,800 years. The original height of the structure was 146.5 meters but was replaced by the Lincoln Cathedral, which was completed in 1300 AD at a height of 160 meters. The current height of the Great Pyramid, after erosion and the absence of the uppermost stone, remains at 138.8 meters. The Great Pyramid has an estimated mass of 5.9 million tons and a volume of 2.5 million cubic meters. Fact number 7. Sphinx is the earliest royal statue in Egypt. The Sphinx is the oldest royal statue in Egypt, which was first built with the Pyramid of Khafra. Most of the many Egyptologists who have written about the Sphinx argue that the statue was built out of an outcrop of a limestone stone that remained after quarrying enough for the pyramid. The result was the birth of one of the oldest and the most iconic statues in the world. The image is a combination of a lion, symbol of power, on the body, and a human being on the head. Fact number 6. Pyramids at Abu Sir. Egypt is a land of pyramids, and it seems like they're on every corner of the country. Did you know about these 4 pyramids at Abu Sir? They are not very popular, and they were also not constructed very well. They initially had very smooth and beautiful limestone casing that gave them a shining surface, but it is no longer there. The limestone was stripped away ages ago to be used to encase other buildings. What remains are some rough pyramid structures. Fact number 5. Under the pyramid tunnels. Another startling fact about the pyramids of Egypt is the existence of the intricate web of numerous tunnels and mysterious chambers and shafts under the pyramids. The tunnels are as old as the soil itself and behold thousands of artifacts. Not many people know about this, as the tunnels' excavations are supervised by the government and the information held with quite a high level of confidentiality. The details of the commodities found under these pyramids in the tunnels and the shafts have never been shared with the public. Fact number 4. Temperatures inside the pyramids is constant at 20 degrees Celsius. Say hello to the most effective ancient air conditioning. Despite the changing temperatures every now and then, the temperature inside these mysterious structures has never gone beyond 20 degrees Celsius. Egypt is a land that faces a very scorching hot temperature during the day, but that has never affected the temperature inside the pyramids. 20 degrees Celsius is the average temperature of the Earth. How the ancient Egyptians managed to achieve this high-tech design is yet to be discovered. Fact number 3. Super mysterious mortar. Man fears time, time fears the pyramids. That's an ancient Arabic proverb that proves to you that pyramids are indeed very old on the face of the earth. The super adhesive mortar used to fix the blocks in place might be the reason behind this extraordinary long life. We're talking about 4.5 centuries. Scientists have analyzed the mortar used over and over, but they still can't figure out its ingredients. About 5 million tons of this mortar was used to join these elephant-heavy bricks together. Fact number 2. 20-ton swivel door. Did you know that a single door could weigh 20 tons? There are 3 swivel doors, entrances to the Great Pyramid of Giza. The largest swivel door and the heaviest is at the Great Pyramid, and it weighs a whopping 20 tons. The door is very well balanced that you can just open it with one hand from the inside, you won't feel the 20 tons it carries. It's perfectly fitted from the outside that you can't tell there exists a door at that spot. Fact number 1. It took 23 years to complete a single pyramid. How many years would you have estimated to have taken building these highly sophisticated structures? These are complex creations, both in regards to accuracy and architecture. The Great Pyramid of Giza took an estimated time of 23 years to complete. There are some of the pyramids that were built simultaneously, and they took almost the same time. The construction of these structures is still subject to research. They are perfect representatives of ancient engineering. Even well-known scholars cannot explain this level of engineering perfection. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel.